Steve Wilkos is a daytime TV host that was born and raised right here in Chicago. I recently had a chance to take him back to Lane Tech High School where he graduated in 1982. This is the first time he stepped back into the school since he was a student. Let's take a look how it went down. All right, Steve, we're here on the second floor of Lane Tech High School. It's starting to bring back some memories. You recognize where we are here in this empty hallway?
For some reason, the second floor was probably the most time I spent here at Lane. And when I'm walking through now, it looks exactly the same. These are all new wall lockers. And in fact, I'm not sure exactly where my locker would have been.
You're right over here by station 447, huh?
Well, there was no stations when I went to school, but my locker would have been right about here when I was a senior in high school. And like I said, when I look at these floors and look at these hallways, it's pretty much the same. When I was a freshman, this was my first homeroom.
Right here.
And when I was saying earlier, when you got your first homeroom, you came in and they gave you a map of the school, because as you can see, it's mammoth.
You were the kid here in these hallways. You're now in all honesty, you're a daytime icon, but you're also a husband. You're a father. One of your children's in high school. One's about to embark on high school here in a few years. I mean, what does that feel like as you fast forward here now from when you walked in here and left here in 82 to 2018?
When you're young, you think it's going to last forever, right?
Yeah.
Like you're going to be young forever. And then, there's moments in your life. You wake up, boom, you're 30, you're 40, now I'm 54. So what I would go back is you got to enjoy every moment, because truthfully, it does go by too fast.
As we sit in these desks, I feel like we were probably the guys in the back of the classroom acting up that would be getting yelled at, don't you think?
Well, it's funny, because I remember this class. This was my freshman history class. This room, I sat in this room when I was 14 years old. So
one of the things that's so refreshing about you, Steve, and I think the formula that works is you're genuinely yourself. You don't hold back anything. When you're involved in a conversation, you're very blunt.
Boo-hoo. I've had tough times in my life. I went through rough things, but guess what? Now my life is good. I have a wonderful woman in my life.
Maybe now my life will be good, and I can learn to be happy with her now. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
It seems like that's within you. Where'd that come from?
I think growing up the way, this was Chicago in the 60s and 70s, and it'd be tough to survive. And I don't think I've ever gotten away from being who I am. And what I say by that is, I'm not the same person that I was when I sat in this desk. I've matured, I've gotten older, I think I've gotten wiser, but I've never tried to be anything that I'm not or pretend to be.
All right, so I got something here, Steve. This is your yearbook from 1982. Do you remember your picture from this day of what I'm about to show you here?
I vaguely remember it. I know I don't look anything like I do now.
I can co-sign that thought. So I earmarked it here. See if you can find yourself on there. On this page right here.
Oh, geez, there I am.
Full head of hair, man.
Wow. That is, I mean, I'm looking at all these hairdos, but yeah.
It was part of the course.
I was a good-looking kid.
Still are, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it started at an early age. What do you think when you see that picture right there?
Oh, man, listen, I'm happy where I'm at in life, but I would like to go back and tell that kid a million things that I know now, which we all would, but sure. Yeah, I look at that guy and I go, and you know what? I look back at that kid and I say, I'm proud of him. I really am. I'm proud of that kid right there.
Yeah,
he's
thank you.
proud of himself. Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, and a big thank you to Lane Tech for letting us bring Steve back to his old stomping grounds. You can catch the Steve Wilkos Show. It's right here on the U at 10 and 11 a.m.